Arne Slot's Liverpool shocked the world, winning the Premier League with 4 games to spare, scoring the most goals, conceding the second fewest, and going 24 games unbeaten. These were not the expectations.
A relatively unknown Dutch coach, stepping into the massive shadow left by Jurgen Klopp and not just surviving but completely dominating the Premier League.
This wasn't just a title win. This was a tactical masterclass, a rare blend of discipline, calmness, and intense pressing. And to understand how this happened, we need to go back to the moment everything changed.
I will leave the club at the end of the season.
You, the superpower of world football. Wow. Imagine the next season starts and you are not waiting what's going on. No, you go full throttle into it. You welcome the new manager like you welcome me. You go all in from the first day.
When Jurgen Klopp shocked Anfield by announcing he was leaving Liverpool after 9 incredible years, 7 major trophies, and the uncheckable love of the fans, the fear was real. Who could possibly fill those shoes without breaking under the weight of expectation? Pundits predicted inconsistency. Many thought Liverpool would crumble. Some even compared the situation to Arsenal, a club that constantly bottled league titles after leading the pack. And then came the unexpected news.
If you're talking about who should come in, I think it should be Xabi Alonso, a former teammate of mine.
Breaking news from Liverpool, Arne Slot has been confirmed as their new manager.
Arne Slot, a coach from the Eredivisie, appointed as the new Liverpool boss. A man many in England hadn't even heard of. The skepticism was loud, the doubts were everywhere. Welcome to Pitch and Popcorn, where football meets cinema, and where we break down the hidden, ruthless stories of the beautiful game. But why Slot? Why him? To understand this bold decision, you have to go back to his days at Feyenoord, a side transformed under his command. Slot's teams were pressing monsters, aggressive, relentless, and tactically sharp. He didn't just play football, he built machines. And that machine was exactly what Liverpool needed post-Klopp. But it wasn't instant success. Slot had to reshape the dressing room, instill belief. Remove the comfort Klopp's legacy left behind and build his own brutal, disciplined system. And that's where the tactical genius unfolded. Liverpool under Slot became the most fearsome pressing side in Europe again, but this time, with calmness and ruthless control. No panic, no chaos, just total domination. 24 games unbeaten. The league wrapped up with 4 games left. Most goals scored, second fewest goals conceded. Slot silenced the doubters, and did something even Klopp couldn't do in recent seasons. He conquered the Premier League this early. But how did he change the system? Who were the key players Slot transformed? And how did he outsmart Pep Guardiola, the king of English football? To find out, we break down the tactics, the players, and the hidden decisions behind Liverpool's most unexpected title run. Let's dive deeper.
Arne Slot didn't just bring new energy. He brought clarity, identity, control. At the heart of his tactics was structured chaos, a perfect balance between pressing like wolves and defending like surgeons. His team pressed high, but not recklessly. No wild lunges, no desperate traps. Everything was calculated. Zones were covered like chess pieces. Unlike Klopp's heavy metal football, Slot's Liverpool played like a military unit. They hunted in silence, then struck without mercy. The midfield triangle was key fast, reactive, and brutally efficient. Players like Szoboszlai and McAllister didn't just run, they read the game like snipers. They intercepted, countered, and launched waves of controlled pressure. And when they lost the ball, rest defense, Slot's biggest signature. At Feyenoord, he mastered the art of losing the ball in safe zone zones where the opposition couldn't launch clean counters. He brought that to Liverpool, and it worked. Opponents barely got out of their own half. And if they did, Virgil van Dijk and Konert were waiting, perfectly positioned, rarely stretched. Slot also redefined fullback roles. Alexander-Arnold became a playmaker again, drifting into midfield like a shadow number 10. But unlike under Klopp, he was always backed up. No chaos, no panic, just structure. Offensively, Slot's Liverpool didn't rely on constant crosses or overlapping chaos. They cut through the lines, quick combinations, smart overloads. Inside forward rows gave players like Tyres and Gakpo freedom to exploit space, always with passing lanes open, always with backup support. And the result? Goals control, brutality, dominance.
Manager coming into Liverpool, I think everybody expected that it was going to take some
They
time.
doubted him. They said the shoes were too big. They said he wasn't ready, that he wouldn't survive. But he didn't just survive. He rewrote the story. Slot didn't just take over Liverpool.
You okay, Arne? You could choose between a blue and a red chair and you're sitting on a red one. That's a positive thing.
You know what? I could have predicted you'd say that as well.
Okay.
He revived it. He reshaped it.
And Liverpool were so well ahead of them. Defensively, rock solid, energy, pace, power. They should have scored a lot more goals. They had a real desire then to keep a clean sheet at the end. Outstanding Liverpool performance.
So impressed with Liverpool. How good were Liverpool? They were absolutely magnificent. I mean, their pressing, their energy, their
And
goals,
now,
the chances.
he owns it. Pep Guardiola was supposed to rule this league, but a new tactician sits on the throne now, calm, disciplined, dangerous. If this is just the beginning, we are not ready for what's coming next. We are in trouble.
That's the final whistle on this one. Smash that like, hit subscribe, and join the squad for more epic content.